My name's Brian, and you're watching Survival on Purpose. Today's video is about the Thrunite TN4A. Over 1,100 lumens from AA batteries. Thrunite was kind enough to send it to me so I could show it to you, so without further ado, let's get to it. Okay, this is the TN4A flashlight from Thrunite. This flashlight is a compact thrower with a Cree XP-L V6 LED, an orange peel reflector, and an ultra clear tempered glass lens with an anti-reflective coating. The light features the latest LED technology for great light efficiency. Flashlight is constructed of aircraft-grade aluminum body structure with knurling for a firm grip and a premium Type 3 hard anodized anti-abrasive finish. Runs on 4 AA batteries. Light is waterproof to IPX8 standard. Impact resistant to 2 meters. Weighs 218.6 grams. And the dimensions are 111 millimeters in length by 45.5 millimeters in diameter. The light features 5 output modes. Moonlight at 0.5 lumens. Low at 15 lumens. Medium at 139 lumens. High at 550 lumens. Turbo at 1150 lumens. It also has a strobe feature that is 1150 lumens. The maximum beam distance on this thing is 326 meters. And the flashlight comes with a holster, a couple of spare O-rings and spare switch seal, and a battery carrier, which is found inside the flashlight. Okay, well, that was some of the close-ups and specs for the TN4A from Thrunite. That takes a pretty cool little light. Short and stubby, so it's definitely a little on the different side. But what's really cool about it is this thing uses 4 AA batteries. Again, like I said, for 1150 lumens maximum. Now, I think what you're going to find probably is to get that absolute maximum lumens, you're going to need to use rechargeable batteries. But it works fine with regular 4 AA. I'm using energizers, I think, in here or something. So, and it's really, really bright. I want to tell you a couple things that I think are really cool about this light. Okay, first of all, I want to show you the holster. This thing comes with a holster. Or you would not want this thing in your pocket, but it fits in the holster very nicely. It's got a little D-ring here so you can clip it onto something, hang it, or it's got a belt loop. As you saw, it also comes with a couple of extra O-rings and comes with an extra seal that actually goes under the button. If you take these little notches in here, you can see, and you remove this, if your seal ever goes bad, that's part of the waterproofing. Which also brings me to the fact of waterproof. This Thrunite flashlight is IPX8 waterproof, which pretty much means that it can stay submerged up to about 5 feet deep or so, 1.5 meters. It's also drop rated to 2 meters. Instant change. Sorry about that. I want to go ahead and just make you aware of something. After I completed the video you're watching, which was recorded a little while back, I decided that I was going to do a drop test on the flashlight. I wasn't going to do it originally because I had really no problems with the shock resistance on this light, and it was just really too pretty. I didn't want to drop it, to be honest with you. Well, after that, I had a problem with another Thrunite flashlight, which they have corrected. It was a problem on their line. They fixed that. But so I decided I'd go ahead and drop this one, and lo and behold, it quit working. So I put that video on hold and contacted Thrunite and told them I had another issue with the flashlight. So they actually had to redesign, do some rework on that, because they were pretty responsive to issues like that, and obviously they don't want to be sending out crap. So I had to wait a little while. Just got this one back. I have not dropped it. You can see it is brand shiny new. You can also see that it works. So I've got right here behind me a concrete block, somewhere right in there. You can see it, yeah, okay. And we're gonna drop this thing, and we go turn it up where you can see it. We're gonna see if it works or not. And everything else is exactly the same, all the features, all the functionality. So this is the same light that you're gonna see in the rest of the video. I just, we're gonna make sure it passes the drop test. I don't wanna be anything less than above board and honest with you. So let's see what happens. Got it turned on, let it drop. All right, there's one. Oh, it's got scratches now. Still on. There's 2, and it's hitting really, really solid too, by the way. There's 3. So, get it one more time. Got a bounce on that one. And you can see it's still working. still cycles through the modes just fine. So I think Thrunite's got it corrected. So I got to give them credit for being responsive to problems and taking care of them. And I just wanted to be upfront with you on that. And now we return to your regularly scheduled video. Okay, so I'm going to adjust you down here a little bit, so take a closer look at this thing. There's a couple of things I really want to show you. Okay, so like I said, this thing runs on 4 AA batteries, and it does that with a little battery carrier, which is, you know, a lot of I guess electronic devices do that now, flashlights included. But I have to tell you, most of them I've seen have been like little cheesy plastic battery carriers. This one is metal. I mean, it's really solid. What's good about this is, as long as you put the batteries in correctly, which is your standard way of putting batteries in, you put the spring in on the flat end of the battery, and you put your positive post on the other side. As long as you got these in, and they alternate, you know, one to the other, spring, 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 then it doesn't matter which way you put this in the flashlight, because you got the same polarity either way. So which is pretty cool. It keeps you from, you know, if you're in the dark or whatever, as long as you get these things in, you can feel the springs actually and feel the batteries. As long as you get them in there right, it doesn't matter. You just drop them in the flashlight like so. Or, I guess screw the lens end back on, and you're good to go. So let's talk about modes and how you actually use this thing for a minute. You got the side switch here. That's how you turn it on and off. So you just click it one time, you turn it on. Then if you want to change the modes while it's on, you long press and it cycles through. You can see it just cycling through, just like that. So it's got 3 modes it cycles through. It cycles through low, medium, and high. Low is going to be 15 lumens, and then the medium is going to be 139 lumens, and high is 550 lumens. Low, medium, and high. Got that. Now if you want to access the Firefly mode, which is only moonlight, they call it, actually it's 0.5 lumens, then you just hold it down while it's off, long press it, and that gets you your very low, you know, it's on, so you can barely see it even. But for map reading or just really close up work at night, that's pretty good. It won't harm your night vision as much. If you want to get the turbo from any mode, double click it. It doesn't matter if you're already on, if it's off, double click it, go straight to turbo. So anytime you double click it, go straight to turbo. If you double click it twice, that gets you strobe. So double click, there's the strobe. Another thing that's great, it's got a memory function. So any of the 3 main modes, I call them, the low, medium, and high, when you turn them off, it's going to go back to that. Another great little feature of this light, if you've ever had some of these lights that get really high lumens, they also get really hot sometimes. This thing automatically lowers the current, so the temperature in the LED or the driver, if it gets over 80 degrees centigrade, to protect the light from overheating. And that helps just extend the lifespan of the flashlight. Okay, finally, and you really can't even see this, I'll be able to show you better at night, but in the very center of that button is a little light. When it's on, it is blue. It's very light blue. When it's dark, you can see it. If that little button, the little light right in the center of the button turns red, that means you have a low battery. So it's got a low battery indicator just to let you know it's time to change the batteries, which is pretty cool. Okay, so that's the kind of the down and dirty specs and functionality and operation of this light. And what we're going to do now is obviously wait till it gets dark, like I said, and do the best we can to demonstrate how well it works in the dark. It's never going to be as you really can't ever see the impact like you can with your naked eyes. I'll shine this thing on a video and I'll say, wow, look at that, the whole backyard's lit up or whatever. And I go to edit it and look at it and think, what? I mean, it looks like a pin light. So, but I'll do my best. We'll also get this thing wet. But I'm going to quit rambling now. This is going to be an absolute nightmare to edit because I've rambled and jumped back and forth. And so, anyway, I'm going to shut up now. We'll see when it gets dark. Okay, here we have the Thrunite TN4A. And go ahead and just show you the different modes. Again, it's nighttime, so I don't know how well this is going to show up, but long press the button one time, that gives you the Firefly mode. And you can see there's my hand there, and this is about a couple feet away from the light. So if you just need some illumination to see something pretty close, works really well. You see it doesn't do anything for a throw. So now I click it one time, it gives you the let's hold it down, cycle through. That's the low. As you can see now, that's the light about 4 feet from my hand, so it's pretty bright. Again, that is shining down on the ground here. You can see it takes this thing just a minute to focus, but you can see that's about 6 feet away, and that is 15 lumens. So it's just about the size, about like a regular old school flashlight. We'll kick it back out to the distance now. You click it, hold it down, let it cycle to the next one. That is going to be the medium. That's on the old wood pile there. That is 139 lumens. Let it cycle through again. Okay. Cycle through the most. Okay, there we go. That is 550 lumens. That is high. And then you can see it throws just a really solid looking beam out there. And if we double click it, it takes it to turbo, which is 1150 lumens, and it's just looks pretty bright on here. I don't know how well it shows up on the camera. And then if you double click it again, it goes to the strobe. So I just want to take you up to the trees a little bit here, let you have a look. Maybe we can see that. You can see it's really just, it's bright. That's the best I can tell you. I don't know how else to show you on camera. There's the wood pile. That's about 40 feet away, I'm thinking so. And you can also notice here, let's just turn it down a little bit to the low. You can see that little indicator light is red on the handle here. Let's see if you can see what. Okay, see where we got it. That means the battery's getting low. So that kind of gives you an indication of what it's capable of. So that means your battery's low. Okay, so here we have the light, and you can see that it is on. And I don't have a 6-foot deep bucket, but I've got this bucket here, and we're gonna leave it on Firefly so you can see that it's working. Go ahead and drop her in there, and you can see that it's on. Right now by my watch it is about 11:18. We'll give it about 30 minutes and come back and check on it. So I'll cut you off now and be back. Okay, you can see the time here is about 8 minutes till midnight, and you can also see that the light is still on. Reach down in here. So still on the Firefly mode. Go ahead and cycle through the buttons real quick so you can see it's working. Firefly, turn it off. Okay, so a little over 30 minutes. Let me where you can see that. A little over 30 minutes, working just fine. So, all right. Well, that was a Thrunite TN4A. As you saw, this thing really is a thrower. I hope you can see that because it really does. This got pretty good sized bezel compared to a lot of the other little lights, the pocket lights, and this thing absolutely just chunks some light out there. So, and it's just a real solid, well-built light. Comparable to lights costing at least twice as much money. So I got to give it to Thrunite. Once again, I think they're doing a great job of providing a really high quality product at a really, really good price. So anyway, if you're looking for a cool flashlight, you might want to check this one out. It's the TN4A from Thrunite. Once again, I'd like to thank the folks at Thrunite for sending me this so I could show it to you. And as always, I'd like to thank you for watching Survival on Purpose. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for clicking that thumbs up. Let Google know you like this kind of video. Share it with your friends if you think they'll like it, please. And if you want to support this channel, as always, check out the Amazon links below. I really appreciate it. Don't forget my website, survivalonpurpose.com, and all the other social media and all that stuff. There'll be links in the description. I appreciate all your support as always. Once again, my name is Brian. You're watching Survival on Purpose. Remember, survival is not an accident, so be prepared. See you next time.